prison system from 85 till now, the prison system, the biggest change, and everything changes with the political climate. Everything changes with people's treatment philosophies and thinking, and, it all changes. But the biggest thing, I think, is this whole take on the prison industrial complex. And what that is, we seem to be convinced in this society, America, that prison has become the answer to issues, our social problems. We're incarcerating masses of mentally ill people, disabled people, who have been so traumatized, that they really, when you step back and look at it, for me, it is the most uncivilized, cruel system. We, supposedly still one of the most powerful countries in the world, incarcerate more people than any other industrialized nation. Race is a part of it, of course. It still is. There's still great numbers of African Americans, Hispanics incarcerated. But I think what has surpassed everything, and Angela Davis promised this. She promised this would happen. She told us this would happen. And it's so true, because she's a genius about these things. I think that in my years, now what I'm seeing is it's all about class. It's about poverty. It's about being poor and white, poor and black, poor and Hispanic, poor and Asian. It's about poor. That we are okay with living with such injustices to the poorest and most vulnerable people. We place these prisons, build these prisons in these rural communities, so all these people can go to work on the backs of the most vulnerable. They come out, even if they try. I've seen it over and over and over again. Even if they try, with everything they got, it takes more than just effort. It takes real money. It takes real resources. What has been stripped away is our spiritual commitment to service work. Dorothy Day said service work is the rent we pay to be on earth. And even though it's the darkest period, I think that there is an awakening happening. I think there's a movement happening. It's not them and us. It's not the rich and the poor. It's not the Republican and the Democrat. It's not the incarcerated and those who are not incarcerated. It's not the mentally ill and the normal. It's not the gay and the straight. It's the black and the white. It's not them and us anymore. It is just us. If I'm not there for you, then how the hell can I ever expect you to be there for me? It's about getting down into the ditches and into the lime, into the dirt, where it really matters. That there's not much glory for, but it takes a lot of guts. I know people used to, and they still say to me, how could you work in a prison? Ew, how could you do that? Oh my gosh, what do you mean, how could I work there? How could I not? How could I not work there? How could I turn my head to such suffering? Not how could I not? How could you not help out?